Carl Pei's Nothing One phone has had more leaks than a retirement home. Yes, and it's really getting kind of crazy out there. And thanks to Marques Brownlee's hands-on video last week, we got to see how the notification lighting works, but not much else. And of course, one of the biggest visual draw of the phone is that transparent back and the glyph notification system. Do you like it? I think it's different and dope. But I also agree that unless you end up using the phone naked, no, not that kind of naked, I can see a lot of users ending up slapping a case on it and just calling it a day. Which leads us to my opinion piece. What if, guys, what if the buyer never had to worry about damaging or breaking the back cover in the first place? If nothing hasn't already done it or thought about this, I propose not using Gorilla Glass or regular plastic at all. The latter, honestly, if you used it, would just look too chintzy, and instead utilize something like polymethyl methacrylate, also known as acrylic glass. And some of you may be more familiar with the trade names like plexiglass or perspex. And I'll tell you something, clear cast acrylic is strong. It's darn strong, clear as glass of course, light, and perfect for this kind of application. So Carl, you can thank me later. Unless, of course, you've already thought about that idea. In that case, thank you. And just start selling the Nothing One phone in the US for crying out loud already. You know, those folding and flip phones are not going away anytime soon, and in case you haven't heard, Motorola and Samsung are rating summer launches for their latest Fold, Flip, and Razr. Best phone name ever in my opinion. But that's not to say we'll be seeing any kind of huge technological jumps from the last gen to the next. I reported recently that the Moto Razr 3 taking on this new design language that mirrors the Samsung Flip, while the Samsung Flip 4 will sport a slightly larger battery pack compared to the old one and a smaller folding crease, and a Snapdragon 8 Gen 1. The Fold 4 seems to be the only one gaining any kind of exponential changes, especially in the battery and camera departments. Our buddies over at Edifier are building on their successful high-res focused Neobuds Pro earphones, remember that one? With the Neobuds Pro S coming this July. And the big news here is it will sport the highly anticipated Snapdragon Sound. And in case you didn't know what that is, Snapdragon Sound is part of the hi-res platform that's supposed to bring a wired-like listening experience to wireless devices. We've all heard that promise many times before, guys, but will it actually succeed this time? Well, I don't think we'll get to really find out because guess what? Snapdragon Sound is currently only supported by a handful of Xiaomi, Motorola, and Vivo phones worldwide the last time I checked. The specs on these edifiers are great, no doubt, but I'm afraid the key feature is already doomed to fail like right out of the gate. And speaking of not yet supported Bluetooth devices, the Bluetooth Trade Association, or Bluetooth Special Interest Group, you know, the guys in charge of the whole Bluetooth thing, announced that there will soon be a new Bluetooth specification called Auracast that will allow an Auracast-enabled device to stream to an unlimited number of nearby audio devices. That's pretty darn cool. So like, imagine your entire family or a bunch of friends gathered together, able to tune in to an Auracast TV or laptop with their Auracast-enabled devices, like earbuds, hearing aids, and standalone speakers, or when you're connected to an Auracast hub at an airport, for example, the facility can broadcast travel information or delays directly to your headphones. Imagine that. And obviously this kind of implementation will take years to fully realize, but it's possible that we'll see or might see little trickles of Auracast in the next few months since this is part of the Bluetooth LE package. Hold on to your pants, Apple, Sony, and Bose. There's a new top-of-the-line Sennheiser headphone coming to town, yo. It's been 3 years since the Momentum 3 came out, so the new Momentum 4 better be all that and more. And if you look at the sparse information on it though, there are a couple of things that should make it a major player. 60 hours battery life, for example. And regardless of whether this claim number is with ANC on or ANC off, it trumps most of the competition. Like the best we've got so far is the XM5 with 40 hours max. Unless of course you count the solar-powered Urbanista Los Angeles, which has pretty much unlimited power. But anyways, I digress. The Momentum 4 is slated to include the latest Bluetooth 5.3 and wouldn't you know it, also Auracast. Yes, and in the business end of things, Sennheiser is touting an audiophile inspired 42mm transducer setup to promote, as they call it, a more natural soundstage. Price-wise, we can only hope that Sennheiser also pulls a trick from their own book back when they launched the True Wireless 3 earphones. Remember that one? It was cheaper than its predecessor. So I think in order to stay relevant, Sennheiser needs to stay under $400 with the 4. Since GearUP is all about helping you buy smartly, it is my duty therefore to reiterate that Prime Day on Amazon is less than a month away. July 12th and 13th to be exact. Thank you very much, mental noted. And I'm gonna start by priming the pump with something from One More. And if you're a fan of their latest earbuds and have been planning to get some of their kit, I've been told that 5 of their latest models, namely the Evo, Piston Buds Pro, Comfo Buds Mini, Comfo Buds Pro, and Piston Fit, will all be 20% off. And I posted links down below, which will go live on Prime Day itself. So I'll be disappearing next week, guys, to take a short holiday to spend time with my wife. You know, to make memories and all that such. But upcoming full reviews for the Soundcore Sport X10, the iFi Audio Hip DAC 2, and the Samsung Flip 3 long-term tests are all coming around the corner. And around the time these videos drop, I also hope to get my grubby hands on a Pixel 6a and or the Pixel Buds Pro. And if there's anything else you'd like to see, guys, drop me a message. And also support me on Patreon, because guess what? That way I can actually go out and buy the gear to make these videos. True story. Also remember, thumbs up if you like this video and comment nicely down below, and show your support by subscribing to this channel and sharing with your friends and family. Get me to 50,000 subs. And don't forget to do something loving and kind for somebody in this world, guys, because guess what? If you haven't seen the news, the world definitely needs it more than ever. I love y'all very much. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Peace out.